too new to put on today. I ain't feel like messing with them. They was like too clasps and things. I was just like, no earrings today. It is what it is. Y'all know I don't give a damn. Okay, cuss my ass out anyway. How y'all doing? Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody is doing exceptionally well. I know some of you are about to get off work. Some of y'all didn't go to work today. Some of y'all don't work. That is okay, all right? But we are all here. That is all that matters, all right? Listen, we got a lot of stuff we're going to discuss, all right? Definitely going to be discussing Miguel's baby mother, all right? Yes, I was on the phone today getting all the wine. All right. Yes, and it's so funny because on X the other day they were looking for the store and it was like the only store we found is Tasha K. That's because we're the only ones that drop everything. Everybody else got favoritism. So much favoritism. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about favoritism later, okay? And so that impedes on them doing their job. But when it comes to TK, ain't no friends in this business, ain't no love in this. The only love I got is my check. Too many people to feed. They got dogs and cats that need to eat. Okay, the hell with all that. Definitely gonna be talking about Miguel and his new baby mama. Also gonna be talking about Waffle House, yes, okay. Definitely gonna be discussing Summer Walker, Elon Musk, Cash Dolls, Zadarius, and listen on TashaKLive.com. We got Matthew Knowles' baby mama out here cutting a fool. It's brewing in the streets, okay? We got all the receipts and everything like that. That's going to be going down on TashaKLive.com. We're also going to be discussing Tyler Perry's Victim, 6ix9ine Dragon Sukiana. See what happens when you let them walk you on all fours. Definitely going to be discussing, you know what? We can put that up there right now. You know what I'm saying? Then we're going to add this to YouTube, okay? The new cruise. Ain't no naked people on there, is it? Yeah, let's talk about that white wine news. We're gonna move this one up here because we got a lot going on TashaKLive.com, okay? So sharing is caring, so we're gonna share that. We'll put that up there at the top, okay? We're gonna add that, it's all good. And also gonna be discussing Nepal. Island Boys, Nepal is on fire. They have had it with their government. They're burning down the parliament and everything, and we're also going to be discussing Charlemagne the God, talking about all the cheating he's done on his wife, and like I said, Matthew Knowles' baby mama out here cutting up. Not the first one, the second one. Beyonce's, you know, stepmother is getting real ghetto. I'm talking about there's like explicit images, and I just have questions for the Knowles family. I don't know if it's I don't know which side it is now. I don't know if it's the Carters or the Knowles, but the shit is just going crazy over there. But listen, before we get started, guys, you guys know we gotta thank the sponsors, and then when we get back, we're gonna get our positive quote, and then we're gonna get right into the content, all right? We got some sponsors we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to. We'll be right back. Let's go. Some sponsors? Chad is frozen. Jasmine? And we get paid for this, okay? We got some sponsors we need to brag about, especially while y'all getting up in here, okay? Which means boldly raise a glass to. Let's go. Jasmine, what the hell? I can do a verbal shout out now. Do I need to go old school? You know, I started in radio. Till they told me that I had, you know, the face for TV. You sure? Okay, we're gonna try this again. And if not, I'm gonna do my verbal read, then we're gonna get right into it. Old school, okay? Go ahead, Jazz. We got some sponsors we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to. We're gonna deal with you after the show. Because you're going to have these folks blowing up my phone about their damn ad and stuff and trying to get their money back, and we don't get refunds. Okay?
I got to refresh something.
It's all good. We got to shut down the live?
I'm going to try to get.
Can you add pictures and videos? Let's do that real quick.
Let me see.
Okay, now play a video.
Wow. Okay,
we good
y'all.
then. I guess we're gonna be doing verbal ads today. All right, so guys, don't forget, guys, if you are in medical debt, if you have a ton of student loan issues and things like that, maybe you just got bills that you just don't want to pay or can't afford, please, guys, call Chad. What's Chad's phone number real quick, because I don't have it by heart. See, that's the only thing I need to learn. Hold on for a second. Listen, Chad Van Horn, you can give him a call at, hold on for a second. Let me get his phone number, 954-765-3166. You make sure you call Chatty Zaddy to get you out of debt, okay? And who's next? Do You Like Me premieres next Tuesday here on YouTube at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, all right? It premieres on YouTube, Bigo, Facebook, X, all the places we stream live, all right? And so it is our first season of our dating show, and I'm truly excited about that. And guys, don't forget, we are sponsored in part by two, my favorite body oil company, okay, and Shex too, because he was, he was getting down last week. He was like, oh my God, you taste like peaches. But today it's watermelon squeeze, okay? And so this is what keeps my skin all luscious and chunky and smelling good, you know what I'm saying? And so mixing this with your expensive perfumes, it's just real nice, all right? So you make sure you visit thesugarcase.com and you order using our coupon code TK10, all right? You get 10% off your first order. How did I do? Am I rusty? I did really good. Oh my God, I thought I had got too bougie to do that again. Because, the morning show, we're doing a morning show that's going to be, I want to say last quarter of the year, okay? And so we have, we're holding auditions. I do want you guys to know. So it doesn't matter if you have a passion for radio and TV. Maybe you never got your big break or anything like that. Maybe you're a struggling YouTuber or something and you want to come work with us over here at Stash Media, please, all right? Go to tkcast.com. We are looking for morning show hosts that'll work directly with me. And then we got a night show that we're producing with a whole nother celebrity that is in need of sports fanatics, okay, as well as hip-hop fanatics, all right? So make sure you go on and apply at tkcast.com. All right, so let's get into it. I guess I'll do the quote at the end of the day since we wasted so much time and we're on a strict schedule. Shout out to Bigo. We're streaming live right now on Bigo. I'll be going live on Sundays on Bigo, guys. So just getting in their business. Nothing too specific, okay? We're just going over there to be nosy. If you want to get in that live, please make sure you hit the download link that's in the chat to follow me. So who's first? Shout out to New Mexico. Now, I thought Georgia for a second was showing people how to do things with the free, Medicaid and Peach Care for kids. Because I remember when I was pregnant with Lamine, I was up here broadcasting to y'all, and I had Blue Cross Blue Shield, and I had Peach Care. Now, there was an instance, first of all, I didn't ask for Peach Care. Apparently, if you are a pregnant mother in the state of Georgia and you're pregnant, your, gynecologist or whoever is, taking care of you while you're about, pre-pregnancy, okay, they submitted. So I didn't say nothing, you know what I'm saying? I was up here on YouTube and everything, being sued left and right. I saved me a few coins. My legal bills was $20,000. Now, I ain't qualified for nothing, but they gave me that, and I took it during COVID, especially during COVID. And we was up in numbers in COVID. I ain't gonna lie, boy, them COVID days, I'll never forget, No Jumper, okay? Adam 22, man, he expanded his studio, bought a $4 million studio only for that money to come back down regular. I told them people when they were spending all that money, using all them PPP loans and stuff like that they was gonna run that back. And now everybody having to close down their studio, file bankruptcy, all types of stuff to get things up in order, okay? Now they working paycheck to paycheck just like the rest of us, okay? Now I thought Georgia was doing something when they was offering people, especially women, free health care and, the children, free health care and stuff like that. But New Mexico done rolled out something that's bigger. Basically, it doesn't matter your income bracket. It don't matter if you broke or poor. If you got a baby, that baby gets free child care. Now, the reason New Mexico is doing better than Georgia is because when they found out I had Blue Cross Blue Shield, they said either if you gonna have to pay this back or drop it. So I went down there to the Department of Children Family Services, and I took a number and I sat down there and I was talking with winos while I was pregnant, and I had to go down there and cancel my peach care. I sure did, because I was like, I ain't running you this back. So I went down there and canceled it because I said it was no fault of my own because I didn't apply for it. You don't see my name on no paperwork, okay? But New Mexico don't care, which means you ain't even got to get insurance for your kids no more. You just move to the state. Hell, if I was you, I would just use somebody else's address. You know how we do. Don't play. Use somebody else's address. We do it in Florida, especially when they going to college. Don't act like y'all ain't never did that. Don't act like y'all better than me, okay? Using somebody else's address to claim that so you can get said benefits for a said certain time. Sometimes you got to do something that you know, a little strange, something strange for a little piece of change, okay? But shout out to New Mexico. Shout out to New Mexico residents. I don't take it that they have a lot of black people living there, but I'm sure they will. Here soon. I know it's Hispanic a lot, you know, and so I know that they're taking advantage of that. So y'all need to get on down there and get your benefits, okay? Especially if you got a special needs kids, because a lot of times around here, the government don't be wanting to help with no special needs kids and stuff like that. And I'm just like, that makes no sense to me. Why do we have to pay? And that's the reason why. And I could go political with this when it comes to, you know, people wanting to get rid of babies and stuff, especially if they find out that the babies are not going to be developing the way that they should be developing. And so they want that option to be able to terminate, okay, when they feel, because ain't nobody gonna help me take care of this damn baby. Nobody. And then some of y'all gotta take care of the special needs kids all the way up until they're adults. You don't even get enough benefits to even cover housing nowadays. It's not the same no more. So that's why I put New Mexico first here. Shout out to them. And y'all need to get y'all ass on down there around there, okay? Let's go. Who's next? All right, now. This is by far my favorite video. Jasmine sent it to me because it reminds me of me. Y'all, I worked in the restaurant industry ever since I was 16 years old, actually 14. Dairy Queen was my first. And here's the thing, I'm gonna tell you from my own personal experience. So if Dairy Queen franchise tries to sue me, go look for the location that I'm talking about, because y'all had to tear it down because it was so nasty. All I know is they never cleaned the milk buckets. It was curd. I don't know what they're using now, but with the Dairy Queen that I worked at in Panama City, Florida, did not clean the milk buckets. That is the reason why I do not eat dairy products to this day, okay? You'll be shocked at what it does to your gut lining, okay? That's a whole nother conversation right there. Now, when I got to Sonic, which was my second job, because you know I was experienced in ice cream, and I could skate. I was an excellent skater. Now I'm not so good. Okay, so I would skate, you know, curbside and go give people their ice creams and everything like that. You know, I was the only black girl working out there, but I used to make more tips than everybody because all I was doing was nice. And whenever they needed something, especially in their car, I made sure I got it. Okay, and so you would have servers that are on skates that was there for 20 years, okay? 20 years, only making $30. Here I am, 16 years old, leaving with $100, $140. That was a lot of money back in the day, especially in 1998. Yeah, that was a lot of money. My auntie was like, she was at bingo every night. Like, we lit. Tasha got it. They thought I was selling dope because I had so many tips and everything like that. So I got a little addicted. And I even, you know, even though I went to college because I got a softball scholarship and things like that, yeah, that's a whole nother story. Yes, I did play softball throughout middle school and high school whenever I did go to school. And then when I got to college, they gave me a softball scholarship. But when I got addicted to the money, it's sort of like how drug dealers get addicted to that everyday cash. I got addicted to that everyday cash. And when they was telling me how much nurses was making when I was in college, I was just like, well, I could go to school to be a nurse, or I could go make just as much as them serving. And I would work Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, maybe Sunday, sometimes Monday. It depends on how slow it is. I always made sure my customer service skills were great. And guess what happened? Go ahead. Let the receipt speak for itself. Go ahead. Wow. Go ahead.
Okay, y'all. What's up, TikTok? Welcome back to another What I Make in a Day as a Waffle House waitress. They worked your girl today. I ain't even gonna hold you. They worked me today. But it's all good because I feel like we did pretty decent. All right, so it's Sundays, 3:16. I got off probably like 30, 45 minutes ago. But I'm gonna straighten this up, and then we're gonna do a count up.
We're gonna let her do her thing. Waffle House. Shout out to the Waffle House, by the way. How the Winos doing in the chat? They having a good time, even though we had a rough start. Felt like old times. All right, Bigo streaming live. We good on Bigo? Hey, Bigo.
All right, we back in real time. All right, so again, if you're new here, I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 to 2. I train during the week, so I only work on weekends. But yeah, 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 10, 15, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. 344 on a Sunday. I was in 3. I had 3 booths, 2 small booths and 1 big booth.
Right.
And I made 343 today, and then yesterday I made 258, I believe. So yeah, and I left early Friday because I wasn't scheduled, but I went in for like 2 hours, and I made $45 from like 6:30 to 8 o'clock, so an hour and a half. So 45 Friday. 258 yesterday, and then today the 343. So a solid freaking weekend, honestly.
Now here's the thing. Shout out to that sister there. I don't know her name is. Shout out to the Waffle House. I ate some of that when I was in Dallas. It was amazing. Okay, along with all the great barbecue and stuff like that, because we were out late at night. But guys, I tell people this all the time because so many people used to like talk down on me because I was a server. They were like, Tasha, you could do anything. You're so smart. You can have conversations with anyone. That's where I got my communicative, expertise from, which was serving people, dealing with people from all walks of life. And then, you never know. It could be the person that you don't even think that would tip you $100, $500, $1,000. Imagine if she would have worked 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. She would have left with like $600, $700 for one day serving at the Waffle House. But a lot of people like to disrespect people in the service industry and call them beneath them, treat them like they beneath you and everything. The whole time they making your check in a day. So all I'm saying is, I tell everybody this, even my daughter, you want cash every day, you don't want to wait for it, because it was hard for me to take this here serious. That check had to be better than that check, because my husband combined him and I together with him being a manager. I refused being a manager because I just liked talking to people and them tipping me what he would make on a salary. You know what I'm saying? We would clear $200K together. $200K together. Living in the hood, we kept them bills low, bro. We had cash, okay? Let me tell you something. That's one thing me and my husband do. We average savers. We always lived off the cheapest person. So we typically, either lived off of him, because I made more tips, you know what I'm saying? Don't tell him that. Don't tell him I said that. But yeah. The thing is, it's like, don't try to look down on service workers, okay? Because the whole time, if they're not happy about their positions, it's because they're not taking their positions serious. And so that typically reflects their service. And no, they're not making money because they don't know how to treat people, okay? And so people like her, you could tell, she running 3 booths, making sure they got all their coffee, getting them in, getting them out, making sure they ain't waiting on their food. You know what I'm saying? And Waffle House, I always hired them first when I was shift manager and had to hire, because they had the best memory. You would never wait on nothing. If you said you needed straws, coffee, orange juice, I guarantee you probably had all your food before you had your drinks. They was gonna make sure of that. So it's a hard economy out here. Don't be waiting on no paycheck if you could just go get it. And there's restaurants all on the street, everywhere you turn, because why? We ain't gonna stop eating, and we ain't cooking these days. Moving on. Speaking of shortcuts, instead of her going to Waffle House, Summer, where's she at? How y'all doing? She looks ridiculous, by the way. I don't know who picked this out, but okay, Summer. Okay, I'm just, what I am glad about when it comes to this outfit is that her body looks proportionate. Because a lot of times she's given Queen Aunt, especially with all them kids she got. And it don't be looking right. I don't know. It's just not, you know. But she, I guess after dating a few deadbeats, you know what I'm saying, no one has quite topped London on the Track. London on the Track, I've heard personally from the industry girls, he's a trick. He's a trick. I mean, you saw what he was doing for her, you know what I'm saying? Bringing her diamonds and everything. Now, granted, it was off her own music, but they said he likes to trick on the girls, all right? And so since then, she's went and dated men that are beneath her, men that she grew up with. She tried to do the Nicki Minaj thing, and she realized she couldn't afford, you know, her kids and this extra kid that she started dating again, okay? Because he dressed just like that. Then she had dated somebody else, all right? And the last dude, I think he was, you know, dragging other celebrities on a live. He was a streamer. I said, no, she dating a streamer. So she ended up letting him go. So the other day, a lot of people thinking she trolling, but she not. She ain't. She done showed up to the award show. Look at Kash, get ready.
Oh,
I ain't gotta sing no more, y'all. I'm selling kitschy. I'm selling and he looks casket ready too. I don't know if that's powder on his skin or is that just old age in his 70s or 80s. I don't know. I mean, he looks like he's in shape, but I'm sure he doesn't mind, you know, taking care of Summer Walker because he ain't got much to do at all. At all. So I just hate that she had to take this route, you know, and she could have took the Waffle House route and just called it a day. But it's the laziness for me. Not only are you in the public eye as Summer Walker, she's an amazing singer, okay? She's gotten better at her performing. I like that, you know what I'm saying? So, because at first I was just like, why is she just sitting on the stage just giving Mariah the scientist? She sings way better. And I know y'all dragging me talking about Mariah the scientist can't sing. Show me a hypothesis where she can. I don't care what nobody's saying. Hanging a note don't make you a singer. I like where her brand is going. I like her doing the radio show, but now instead of tricking off or letting old white dudes, you know what I'm saying, with shingles trick off on you and leave the shingles with you, and you're wondering why you got this big rash on your ass and you thinking it's from the BBL, but really it's from him. Because you didn't look up that part. You forgot to research that part. I just wish she would just come out here with some products. Summer Walker could do hair. She could do Fashion Nova. Is she doing Fashion Nova? She could do Fashion Nova. She could do her own clothing line. She could do her own makeup line. There's a lot of things that she could do besides be laid up under a man because she lacks self-esteem. And she's lazy. I'm just gonna point it out. She don't need to do all this. She could be doing so much more. And the hood girlies would eat it up. Imagine if she had her own line of beauty supply stores for real. Summer dresses for real. Come on now. Like, we could be doing a lot better than this. Trolling or not, it's not cute. Talking about F for tight. Now here she go responding to everybody dragging her for showing out with this white man. Go ahead and play.
You don't need a sugar daddy. You are your own sugar daddy. You sound like one of them niggas that be like calling girls big money. I don't care if I got my own money. I'm sick of paying for my own shit or whatever Landon said. Landon, he said, I need a real man to come in here and whatever he said and shut it down. I don't give a damn. If I got my own money, my money is mine, your money is mine. Get them coins. Exactly. Sprinkle, mother freaking sprinkle. And you think it's getting late.
I mean, because she could have at least did the Eve thing and got somebody that was attractive. Can he even come? There's air coming out of his. Yeah, I came. It felt like I came. Y'all listen, can we go to break? Can we go to break, Jasmine? Oh, I got to do this old school style. Hold on for a second. We're going to try to go to break. If not, I'm going to do the break myself again, okay? We got some sponsors we need to brag about. Not Summer Walker sponsors, which means boldly raise a glass too. We'll be right back. Let's try to go.
Let's talk about student loan discharges in bankruptcy. Most people will tell you it's impossible. Even bankruptcy attorneys will tell you that.
Shit.
But guess what? We just got 2 discharged a few weeks ago, and we're going to get a lot more. So if you're struggling with your student loans, you may be able to discharge those through bankruptcy. So you should just give me a call and let's figure it out.
Do you like me? Yes or no? This show is 3 beautiful women that are waiting to be chosen by their mystery man.
We ain't seen his ass yet, but how he sounding?
We like it.
Some of these interactions get interesting and real messy.
What's going on? How you doing?
Tasha K, I'm kind of nervous because his voice sounds too familiar.
I even intervened and asked my questions to extract my wine my way. Do you have a high body count?
But do I date a lot of women and
Do you date a lot of women?
nah, but I mean, listen.
Do you like me? Yes or no? Coming soon to Unwind with Tasha K.
Tasha K presents Do You Like Me? The ultimate dating experience is here. Premiering Tuesday, September 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Subscribe now to watch the show.
All right, and we're back, guys. Don't forget, guys, to be here Tuesday at 7 p.m. for our first dating show. Do you like me? It's just a wino thing, okay? Ain't nobody trying to get famous and get no Netflix deal, but if they want to give it to me, that's fine, but it's just us, okay? We're trying to help each other find love. That's all. So make sure you're here at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jasmine, are you going to put up the live? Yeah? And it's going to be streaming live on Bigo as well and Facebook. Okay, all right, cool. All right, so listen, guys, we had a rough start, all right? But we getting back in rhythm, all right? So here's the thing, especially with them rushing us, you know, Bigo done gave me a set time to clock in. You know, I've been used to clocking in at my own time, and Bigo staff asked me yesterday, so they said, what time should we promote your show? And I said, huh? They said, well, what time should we promote your show on Bigo? And I said, can I get back to you on that? They said, no. We have to have a set time every day so that we can properly promote you on this platform. I said, well, I'll be damned. I'll be right back. And I said 2 o'clock. So that's why we have errors. Yes, errors and omissions. So, yeah, hi, Vigo. How you doing? Okay. All right, so here we go. We got a question from a fan before we move on to Charlamagne the God, Elon Musk, and Miguel, and much more, okay? So we got a fan question. Remember, guys, if you want your question read on the channel, please email me, unWineWithTashaK@gmail.com, and it's coming right to me, okay? Instead of us doing those long, drawn-out happy hours, which we will do sometime, I can still answer your questions in real time during these shows, okay? Especially during the morning show that we're going to be doing. So make sure you go to tkcast.com if you want to try out for a position. It's a 5-day-a-week show, and your ass got to come to work, okay? And do a show if you qualify, all right? All right, hi, Tasha K and friends. Please keep me anonymous, okay? But my name is, okay. My question is, am I making a forward-thinking move? I don't have any kids, no man, no close family. It's always just been me and God. Firstly, I just want to thank you for being who you are. Thank you, too. I appreciate you for trusting me. We'll see what she say after we've done answering the question, okay? You are dearly loved, and I thank you for your platform. It keeps me laughing, so I'll just get straight to it. I need life advice. I'm 26, and I've been on my own since I was 17 or 18. No family help, no man, rocky past. But I have always kept a job, and I have worked through healing myself from childhood trauma similar to yours. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Now, hold on for a second. Hold on. So I worked many jobs like waitress in fast food, Amazon call centers, and even tried stripping. Okay, after going homeless in 2022 and living with my dad, which was hell because I knew he did not want me there, but I'm always grateful. And always, I completed a front-end web development program and got my certificate in front-end web development. I never thought I'd land a job at one of the top accounting firms for almost 3 years working in technology, fixing computers and basic IT work. I got that job by being recruited through LinkedIn to go back a little, but when I was homeless, I was working as an assistant manager at Dollar Tree. She got a lot of jobs like me, okay? And would have been a store manager very easily, but I just had no guidance on what to do. No one to ask. Winos, y'all better be offering advice too in the chat, okay? Also, I simply did not I simply did it just to keep from being at my dad's home and overstaying my welcome, but I genuinely do not enjoy technology. Just happened to be past the program and made a LinkedIn to put the certificate up. Fast forward to present time, I quit that job in corporate America because it was driving me slowly insane. I absolutely hated the environment. It made me aware of myself and how corporate America can be filled with a bunch of know-it-alls when I am not like that. I feel like we read this question before. I don't know, maybe because I read a lot of questions. And she said, so I recently resigned and started trucking to get my CDL. The trucking school has already placed me in a job with a transport company, and I just have to stay with that transportation company for 6 months under contract. Then I'm free to go work anywhere else with my CDL. We've read this. Maybe she had to re-email me. Because you know they be emailing me 3 times. It will pay more than a corporate job I had, so my plan is to save money, pay off debt, staying in my truck while on the road, and when I have my days off, stay in a hotel rather than paying for an apartment. I do not have any main goals other than saving, paying off debt, but I know I want to be a business owner because of all the different types of jobs I've had in just life, and I wouldn't mind running my own business for myself. I just do not know what business yet, so I'm being patient with God. I appreciate that. I always talk to God. I mean, trucking for me is a bit extreme. I can't be in a truck all day and not have a house. I like to be stretched out. And I know sometimes you can be stretched out in the truck, but I just like to, be aired out. But the good thing for you is that you don't have any kids. You don't have anything holding you back. So I think it's, based on everything that you told me, it could be very lucrative, but I also think that maybe if you get a serving job, it could be just as lucrative as well, too, and you can make just as much money. Yeah, but I mean, listen, the choice is up to you. I'm just kind of giving you my advice. And you could actually stay at a home base while working, at a restaurant and saving money, because every time my husband and I worked at a restaurant, we used that money to start businesses, okay? And so you can start a business working at a restaurant, all right? And you don't have to overextend yourself. I just feel like driving long hours is overextended. I don't know. We got some truck drivers in the chat. I think you just have to have a niche for it. You just gotta you either love driving or you hate it. And I just, given her work history, I don't see no driving here, so this is gonna be new for her. And it pays great money. I know it does. I know it does. Trust me, we was in trucking for a while, for about 5 years. So, but it was hard money to make. It was hard. It was the most taxing on the body, sleep schedule, everything. DOT, it's cold, truck problems. Man, I was so glad when the DOT put us out of business. I said, thank God. Thank my God. I went right back to the restaurant industry, and so did Shaq. So, but good luck to you, all right? Now, speaking of businesses, this is the type of business I want to own. So apparently Elon Musk decided to put out his own news on his own social media platform, X, okay? And he, as the CEO and owner of Tesla, even though Tesla has a board, we ain't never seen that board, okay? Wouldn't know them if we saw them on the street, okay? So he has decided, along with his board, to give himself as a CEO, I don't even know if this is legal, a $1 trillion pay raise, which will automatically make him the highest paid CEO in the world. And he did it to himself. Ooh, them government contracts is good. You know he borrowing money from other businesses and just floating it. You know he floating money. $1 trillion for some cars that still take a year to get. Now, apparently under this particular pay package that he gave himself, but he actually put it out as if, like, somebody gave it to him. I'm like, dude, you went in there and talked to your board, I'm gonna pay myself $1 trillion and I have to produce a certain amount of cars over this amount of time. Personal money. Goddamn. It's either that or he about to go out of business and he just paid himself all his profits. I know a white money move when I see one. Let me just go ahead and write myself a check legally, say I'm supposed to produce X amount of cars and do X amount of dollars for the company in the years to come. But yet, if you were to go to Tesla's site right now, you have to build a car and wait on it. You saw him wait 8 years for the Cybertruck. How long you gonna wait on these? He getting these automatic taxis and stuff out faster than he getting purchase orders. And then when you get them, they crashing in the trees and stuff like that. And we just gonna say allegedly in case he wanna get, he likes to sue bloggers. But I ain't got it for you, Elon. I don't, okay? I really don't. I don't have time for you today. But that great press, great package that you gave yourself. But let's just cut the shit. You just paid yourself petty cash. You know how you got a business owners in the chat. You go in petty cash and you just pay yourself something and you pay it back. I know damn well with Tesla's stock dropping as bad as it is, especially with him being in the White House, and he moving that money towards SpaceX. And I believe that Donald Trump has been making some rectifying some issues going on with them SpaceX contracts that he got with the government, okay? And so he probably ain't getting that kind of money. So he decided to really shit on himself, like shitting on everybody. So I don't need your money, government. I'm going to use my own. And technically, if he's going to pay himself this as a CEO over X amount of years, he can do what he wants to do with his own personal pay. With shareholders' money. I don't know. This just sounds illegal, and I think it's going to trigger the investigation we've all been waiting for. We shall see, but congratulations, Elon, on your raise. Most of us getting $2 raise around here, you know what I'm saying? We still asking YouTube right now for a raise right now, like when y'all going CPMs. We're leaving the platform. Oh, we'll give you a raise. Oh, okay. Just enough to keep us back. All right. Who's next? All right, so listen, y'all, and, hold on for a second. They just shot Charles Kirk and then, who is Charles Kirk? You know, we don't cover death here, but they just said he got in the neck. Who is that? We always get breaking news during the story. Put the news crews down for a second. Let me see who this is. Hold on for a second. Who is Charles Kirk? Y'all know who Charles Kirk is? Oh, shit. Apparently he's some type of Caucasian conservative activist. And he was shot at an event in Utah Valley. In the neck. Oh, wow. Jesus. You can't go nowhere these days. I don't know why my source just sent me that, but okay. I guess it's White Wine News and they're watching the show. So, but we hope that he, makes it through. Whoever he is. Okay. All right, moving on. New cruise. So apparently, guys, and I was talking about this to my husband the other day. I said, I bet you. Now, when it comes to money, if I can make it legally without being degrading or breaking any laws, I would do it. And I think this is absolutely genius, right? Now, I wouldn't clean it up after it was done, but I would profit from it. There's a lot of people out here that like to be naked. Seriously. They just love to be naked. Like me and my sisters, we love to be naked, right? I don't think I'll do no naked cruise, but there's a lot of white people out here that will do a naked cruise, okay? And so apparently they done launched a naked nude cruise for sale. And I was just talking to my husband the other day. I was like, what if we buy an island? Like, not the one like Jeffrey Epstein and Tyler Perry got. We're going to talk about Tyler Perry's island on TashaKLive.com later, okay? Because they are revealing things when it comes to that island. But I think this is actually genius because, you could pay average cruise, $200, $300, depending on the floor you're on. This right here, this $20,000. Be naked on a cruise because of the sanitary measures they got to go through. And then it sells out so fast, so it has a waiting list. If I could just own it, I ain't got to go on the board and I get people to clean it up, I'm going to collect my check. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Them grown people, we ain't got no strip clubs and nothing. I ain't going to never own no strip club or nothing like that. I think that's degrading. But if you got everyday people that just like freedom, they just like to be free, I'm going to make a lick. I'm going to hit a lick, okay? Absolutely. And the more free they are, the more they tip. Absolutely, and we'll make them as soon as they cross this board. Now, you can't say nobody did nothing or touched you or did anything appropriate behind these lines. You are in maritime law right now, which is water, marine law. That shit don't apply back in the U.S., okay? Matter of fact, I would probably register outside of the U.S. just so they can't sue somebody did something on them. You knew you was bringing your naked ass up on this boat, and you expected this man not to grab your ass when you walk in, man, bye. I just like a easy money maker when I see one. And you put a casino on that bitch. I don't know. What are they saying about me? They saying I'm evil? I'm the devil? They would do it too? Some people go to stuff just running all over everything. I wouldn't be on the boat. I would just own the boat. I wouldn't even go on there. I don't want none of that going on. Because let me tell you something. At Burning Man, I just saw last week they set up the orgy tents, and the dust storm blew them all away. And then in towns outside of Switzerland, they having these big, parties, and because there's no isolation, and it's just open sky, the people in the neighboring town can hear hundreds of people screwing. Take them in the middle of the ocean. They got rooms and everything. They can do all they Diddy shit on the boat. Let me buy Diddy house in charge to get up in there, Diddy parties. As soon as you walk in there, you're going to slip and slide across the baby oil on the slip and slide thing. Remember the slip and slide when you just run and just slide? Man, I did one of those for Lamine birthday party when he was 2 and put it in my backyard, and it was a slip and slide. Boy, I almost broke my hip. It didn't do like it did when I was 10. It didn't hit the same. It hit I said, oh my God. Shake some of that shit dangerous. Get it up. I said, it wasn't like this when we was kids. I don't know what made it soft. I don't, okay? All right, guys, moving on. After the break, we got Miguel. He just had a baby. I thought we were going to be getting a new album finally because I am a huge Miguel music fan, but instead of giving birth to albums, he's giving birth to babies with women he barely knows, okay? And so after that and more, we got some sponsors we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to. We'll be right back. Let's go. Do you like me, yes or no? This show is 3 beautiful women that are waiting to be chosen by their mystery man.
We ain't seen his ass yet, but how he sounding?
We like it.
Some of these interactions get interesting and real messy.
What's going on? How you doing?
Tasha K, I'm kind of nervous because his voice sounds too familiar.
Oh. I even intervened and asked my questions to extract my wine my way. Do you have a high body count?
What, do I date a lot of women and
Do you date a lot of women?
Nah, but I mean, listen.
Do you like me, yes or no? Coming soon to Unwind with Tasha K.
Tasha K presents Do You Like Me? The ultimate dating experience is here. Premiering Tuesday, September 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Subscribe now to watch the show.
Let's talk about student loan discharges in bankruptcy. Most people will tell you it's impossible. Even bankruptcy attorneys will tell you that. But guess what? We just got 2 discharged a few weeks ago, and we're going to get a lot more. So if you're struggling with your student loans, you may be able to discharge those through bankruptcy. So you should just give me a call and let's figure it out.
So you are here, not that you want to be here, okay? But you're having to come out and clear your name. Mm-hmm. You are the ex-husband to Kelly Farrell.
Correct.
Season 16's newest Real Housewife of Atlanta, okay? And interesting enough, you guys have a court order. You're not even supposed to be talking about your marriage or divorce or anything.
It's a gag order that we not supposed to be talking about.
Now we got to talk about how did you get here, because you done lost everything. You lost the marriage. How the hell did you go from $2 million a year to you're trying to pay child support and can't pay it because money is being frozen and held?
For all this, everything I'm telling you right now happened before the divorce. Everything happened before the divorce.
Was there any marital issues between you two? Were there any infidelities
No,
that
absolutely
you know
not.
of?
No abuse, no infidelity, nothing like that. All that stuff I'm hearing she's saying on TV is for ratings.
Like what?
I heard she said I was abusive, lies. Infidelity, lies.
How does this happen?
That's right. It's against the law what happened to me. She said she went on national TV and said I was gonna kill her, right? Uh-huh. And I didn't say that. When they was handcuffing me, I was walking out the courtroom and I said, I got you. I said, it's messed up. I was telling her and her family, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, Like I said, I was a very private person. I was nowhere on social media. I was on Google, none of that. And because of this show, my life is destroyed.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.TashaKLive.com.
All right, so I know you guys are probably wondering because on Monday we played and aired Billy Sorrell's exclusive interview that detailed a lot of information about Cat Williams and the recent passing of Reggie, because I don't like to talk about death and things like that. And so we have decided as a team to discontinue the trailer because Reggie's funeral is today, okay? Reggie Miller is his last name, I think so. Yeah, Reggie Miller. He's a comedian. He was on tour with Cat Williams. And so to allow the family to grieve, we'll give them a few days, but it's still going to air Monday on TashaKLive.com at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That interview is a lot to take in. I know you guys are probably wondering, some people may not know who Billy Sorrells is. Well, you're going to get to know him real fast, okay? And so he had a lot to say about Cat Williams, a lot of things that he had done with Cat Williams, even getting his ex, Reggie Carroll, my bad. I didn't know him, so my apologies to the family. His name is not Reggie Miller, it's Reggie Carroll, but apparently he was a very loved comedian amongst the other comedians. He was an opening act for Cat and other big comedians out here, and he wound up unalived near a property that Cat Williams owned. And he was allegedly shot by Cat Williams' alleged bodyguard. So we're gonna leave it at that, okay? And so my thoughts and prayers go out to the family that are attending the funeral today, even Billy and them. But the trailer, we'll get it popping back on Friday so that y'all will know that the interview is coming on TashaKLive.com on Monday, okay? You do need to take a seat because it is a lot to take in, all right? So with that being said, let's get into our next topic. This bothers me. This bothers me. Now, here's the thing. Me and my husband make great money. We've always made great money. I'm talking about great money. And God is good. God is good. You know, like when I look at my team members and they able to go on vacations and, you know, they ain't never had to worry about their checks being frozen and stuff like that. And my check ain't here. This is not the right amount. That makes me feel proud. And that's what makes me get up and go to work almost every day. When I see women out here tricking, it's like the way they will trick on a man that won't marry them versus a man that will, it's insane. Now, Zadarius and Kash have been together for a few months, okay? And they just got upset at each other a couple weeks ago because, you know, Tracy, her baby daddy, don't like him trying to play Russell Wilson to his kids, and it got nasty. And then, of course, he felt like maybe Kash Doll wasn't taking up for him, but it's like, yo, that's my baby daddy, and I did love him because I had kids by him, but it's like, but a dude that, like, ain't even got down on one knee, and his knees still work because he's still playing in the NFL. So ain't nothing wrong with his knees. And he love you the way he say he do. I just don't understand why we as women have to spend so much and give so much and receive so little. Now, y'all may say Kash Doll got it. I got it, but I'm going to keep more of it. I promise you. And I never, even when I did date, before my husband and I dated guys that made a lot of money, like, all you really got to do, like, men do not give a damn if you work at the Waffle House and they rich. They do not care. But for her to come out acting like in a relationship and you want to buy a man that you've only been with for a few days, few hours, and a few minutes, okay? And I'm being sarcastic here. Just to piss your baby daddy off, you want to spend $100,000 on him? $100,000. You know how hard Kash Doll got to work for $100,000 with a soft rapping voice? I don't think she ever lose her voice. And if she did lose her voice rapping, we wouldn't know because her voice is too soft. Should have been a poet. Take a look at this. Look at this.
What's good is Landlord Jack. I got a big announcement. Short bed Chevy truck has been sold. I had a real heavy hitter tap in. Cash Dog. She said she want to buy the truck for her boyfriend Zadarius Smith. My last post when I put it for sale, I said, ask your girl for permission before you contact me, because they always use that excuse. But what if your girl's a real boss and she gets you the truck for your birthday? Dang, there's still some real ones out there. Congratulations, happy birthday. Man, I wish you many more. Check out the truck. Boom.
Okay, real men would be okay with some socks. Real husband material men would truly not let you spend your money like that, and even if you did, they would return to sender. I promise you. They would get upset if you spend money on them. Just buy me some socks and some boxes and some cologne. I don't know, but there's a lot of women out here, the India Royales, the Cash Dolls, the Cuban, all y'all really like to trick up all these men, and then as soon as they get caught outside, do you get your 100 bands back? What does that come with? What is the return policy on that? You have a receipt for that shit? Like, no. And I'm gonna be honest with you, my mama them taught me, I'm old school from the South. You don't buy no man no drawers, unless you married to him. You don't buy no man no shoes, because he gonna do what? What he gonna do? Walk out your fucking life. You definitely don't buy him no car, because he gonna do, I rarely even see women buy cars. Last time I saw a car be bought, Offset received one. But a real husband would be like, nah, baby, I just want you. But he sat up cheesing. He is excited. I mean, and then you know what makes it worse is that he's not even like, I don't even think Zadarius is like that elevated of a player. I don't think he's like, he ain't no $40 million contract or nothing, is he? What kind of contract he got? I don't watch football, don't get me the line. How much, what he working with? Huh? And he got children and everything, baby mama's child support, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's ain't money, but I'm just saying, it's just not smart. At least wait for him to give you a ring and you pay for the wedding, because I know she's going to pay for the wedding. What's his contract, Jasmine? What is it? Because I know he ain't going to ball out like this on her.
He's like a $40 million.
$4 million. And half of that is tax, which means he receives 2. Then he lives off of 1. So he really makes what I make a year. And I would not buy anybody that type of car. I wouldn't spend that kind of money on nobody. That's crazy. But you know what? You know, a lot of women would call it, oh, this is cute. This is what boss bitches do. And it's like, you really want to level him up? Because he ain't dropping, he dropping a Jet 2 holiday. You get 50 pounds. They always on vacation now. You get them sandals vacations, but she ain't got $100,000 cars. And if he does get it, he gonna lease it. Not cute, not at all. Okay, real quick. Last but not least, now before we get into this Miguel story real quick, I just want to let y'all know we are headed to TashaKLive.com right after this. So Bigo, Facebook, YouTube. We're gonna be talking about David Mann's son. He was arrested in Texas, okay? Got some pretty hefty charges. 6'9" Dragon Sukiana, Tyler Perry's victim. Nepal is burning down their government, okay? I think we... The Island Boys. We're going to be talking about damn Charlamagne the God cheating on his wife. And we also going to be discussing Matthew Knowles' second baby mama. It's some shit. It's some shit. Matter of fact, I reached out to her. She looks like she likes a little clout, so we're gonna give her the benefit of the doubt to answer for these allegations, okay? And so we shall be discussing Beyonce's stepmother. Is that what with stepmother? But daddy had a baby with him You know, I don't know, but Beyonce need to check on her family, okay? We're going to be discussing all that on TashaKLive.com. Remember, you do have to subscribe to TashaKLive.com to see the exclusive content. And I do want to let you know, if you are watching yesterday's, not yesterday's, but Monday's video with Young Thug and Mariah, the scientists, we have unfortunately had to take it down, okay? So we have a second channel, and we just put up our clips on that channel. What is that channel called? I don't even know. Y'all man that channel.
I think it's
Tasha K Clips, okay? Is that what it's called? Yeah, it's got like almost 200,000 followers, and it's just clips of this show, okay? So if you like short versions, subscribe to Tasha K Clips. Well, that clip got, because I'm gonna tell you why. It got taken down for harassment. So apparently, when I let Nyla on the phone talk about the jail calls and Mariah allegedly like playing with her, and it's all recorded, they said that was harassment. So they took the video down. And so we went ahead and deleted it on all platforms, because normally that type of content, it only goes on TashaKLive.com. And for those of y'all that are watching YouTube and you wondering why is the content soft? It's because of YouTube. They say we can be hard, but when you look at one of the biggest streamers in the world, and he's not even monetized, I show speed, that should tell you something, especially if you black. You know what I'm saying? And so in order to protect my black check and my black ass, I make sure that I adhere to the policy, and that's why we have our own policies on TashaKLive.com. So we're shaving it out of that live, okay? We need to change the thumbnail and take Mariah the Scientist, I said Mariah to Carey, Mariah the Scientist and Young Thug out, change the thumbnail for Monday, and we are going to be uploading it to TashaKLive.com, because it was a lot of stuff in there, and normally we put that kind of content on TashaKLive.com only. So y'all got lucky on that Monday. Y'all got lucky. Okay, and that's because we had a lot of Kiki Wyatt wine that made people sick to their stomach, and so I was just like, well, which one's lighter? Because I don't want it to be overkill on TashaKLive.com, and so I ended up putting YouTube. I gave YouTube Young Thug and all the receipts over there, but there's still some exclusive Young Thug stuff on that last live that we did on Monday involving a baby he just had. It's a lot, okay? So for those of y'all that's out here like, Tasha getting soft, no, it's not. It's just on TashaKLive.com with our premium members, okay? That's it. So that's what they pay for. And we're going to give them exactly what they pay for, all right? All right, so real quick, so don't forget, you got to subscribe to TashaKLive.com to get all that, all right? Now, Miguel. First of all, how you say his ex-fiance, ex-wife, ex-girlfriend of 20 years name? I don't even know how to say her name. I don't know. How do you say her name? The one's face he played in. The one's time he wasted. Light-skinned women. You see how they be proving my point? Like Kash Doll, she didn't even have to do all that. That man wasn't going no damn well. He wasn't getting no better woman than Kash Doll. See how gorgeous she is, got light-skinned privilege. This man done wasted all her time. Every song that we love that he done made, he done wrote it because he done cheated on her. He done embarrassed that lady. Just gorgeous. She goes, you have to admire a woman as a man that works out every day. Gives you, we gotta take this autofocus off. Call shake. Gives you the woman that you desire that's on magazines and shit, got soft hair, soft edges. She don't need no bonnet. Bonnets keep our hair soft. I use a do-rag. But you have to admire that. You know how many times she didn't eat just so she could be flat-stomached on a red carpet for you, and you married her. First of all, you engaged to her. Then you cheated on her with models. I heard about them being down there at the Paris Vogue shows and stuff like that, messing with the models, got no meat on their bones. It's just coochie bone. And no meat, just coochie bone. But he didn't want her. He wanted everybody else but her. Then he married her, only to cheat on her again and divorce her. We ain't seen no good songs because he used all the pain he inflicted on her to make music. And now all of a sudden, he coming back. And I was excited. I was like, okay, we're going to get some classic music. R&B is here and alive, and he got the that R&B/jazz, you know, thing going on. It's nice. I like Miguel. I like his music. I just wish he'd keep it private, like out of the media. But when you pop up with a baby in China, I said, this ain't that girl, baby. This is not her. No. She said she wasn't eating no carbs, nothing. She was on a paleo diet, keto. Her stomach was saying plain. She wasn't having no baby. 20 years he was with that lady. Not one damn baby. And then all of a sudden he go and we ain't even been divorced 2-3 years. Now you got a whole family, whole baby. You eating kimchi every night. My nigga, are you serious? It's all good, Jasmine. Let it go. It's all good. I'll sit my ass down. We got to fix that autofocus. Y'all like my little dress? Zara. And I ain't getting plugged either. But anyway, people be sleeping on Zara. Not me. So y'all wonder who the baby mammy is. Apparently, the baby mammy was, he was a client of hers, okay? So she is, I guess she left. Let me go ahead and pull up the receipts real quick. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Where her picture at? It's okay. I don't know her name. I just know this is who he had a baby with, y'all. She younger, skintier, and not black. Yeah. And not married. And praising the baby. I'm a daddy now. I'm a pappy now. And it's even parading her around. He never paraded the wife around, not like that. Now, they work together. She had to show up to the red carpets and stuff because she was doing podcasts and reviewing his music and all that there. You know what I'm saying? Put my real glasses back in the Tiffany case, and these are my fake glasses. So, but I'm just shocked at how he just, like, flipped it on us. Now, hold on. Let me go ahead and get her name because I know y'all wondering what her name is, okay? So she's the former editor-in-chief for Vogue China. Okay. Her name is Margaret Zhang. How she got an old Southern name and a Chinese name, last name? Margaret. I don't know. Only in the South you see Miss Margaret, Miss Mildred. Not your mama actually named you Margaret. She must like black men. Now, she held the position from February 2021 to 2024. She was succeeded by somebody named Lee Chang. And, she had a pretty high up position for her to steep this low to go sleep with a has-been artist that's finna do festivals and venues and nightclubs. I just feel sorry for the ex-wife, the ex-fiance who waited around so long for him to get his shit together. And men will do this. I'm telling y'all don't have to wait on men when they know they know. Don't let them waste your time. I promise you. They will marry you in 3-4 months. Don't let them waste your time. Not 20 years. This lady went 20 years not eating carbs for him. I only do that when I got events. Like I got an event coming up next week, speaking at a college. I ain't telling y'all what college it is, for reasons. And you ain't finna charge some white me. Now here's the thing. Also, I'm gonna be in Tampa October 2nd, hosting my cousin's birthday party. So it's his 50th. He's a jazz musician, travels the world, Billboard artist and everything like that. So we're gonna be getting down at 7th and Grove. I believe he only got like 40 tickets left, so y'all make sure y'all get them while they still here. And hopefully if you're a wino, when I see you in Tampa, when you hear me on the mic and see me, stop me and say hello and get your picture, okay? And have my glass ready, all right? So tickets on sale via Eventbrite. Take a screenshot, especially if you're in the Tampa area. When we went to Tampa last year for our comedy show, we did well. It was nice. And he showed up too, it was very nice. Shout out to my cousin Nate Mitchell, okay? My daddy and his daddy are brothers. They all look alike, okay? Don't forget, guys, we are sponsored in part by the Mushroom Extract Complex. Listen, if you're having issues with energy, you're having issues with immunity, okay? You can't get rid of certain things. There's a reason why mushrooms are the most powerful supplement out here on the market, okay? You guys can look at the reviews on shoptkdeals.com. You can even look at medical research. They are using mushrooms to eradicate certain types of HPV as well as HSV and things like that, especially if your immune system is weak. All right, and so I typically take one a day, and it does help with energy as well too. So I don't know where the energy boost come from. Ain't no caffeine or nothing in this, but mushrooms are just like that. And especially if you don't like to eat mushrooms because you don't like the texture and stuff like that, try to get you one in a supplement, okay? And you can look at the research. We play videos here from doctors that are using it to help raise the T cell counts. So the T cells are responsible for guarding you when viruses enter your system. It's the prime reason why a lot of HIV patients end up getting, AIDS because their T cell count is low. But because of ingredients in mushrooms, even in their HIV medications, they're able to live long and full lives, okay? And so we have it in gummy form, which is a mushroom extract complex. We also have it in powder form, which is a lot more potent. I said it right. Potent. I'm gonna take it in a minute. And so this is a powder form. You can put it in your smoothies. It's got the turkey tail. It's also got the fermented blend cordyceps. It's got, let me read it all here. We got the shiitake, and the shiitake is the one. If your mushrooms don't have shiitake in there, you are not optimizing your T cells at all, okay? And so wintertime is coming up, so you do need your T cells. If you out here living in Houston and you're a little risky with your body, you need to be on some mushrooms and things like that before they put you on some real long form mushrooms, okay? All right? So don't forget, guys, I like to talk about Super V. It's a new product, okay, that we just signed a deal for. I've been using this for years. This is a B complex. It has, a lot of people just like to isolate B12 for energy, but you need all the Bs as a whole. And a lot of women that are like going through menopause, got night sweats, hair loss, can't lose weight and things like that. And it's partly because they are low in all of the B vitamins, all right? And so which means like if you're storing belly fat in places that you never had before, it's partly because your metabolic system has slowed down. And so what the B combination is, which is fermented B1, fermented B2, fermented B3, B4, B5, B12, as well as B6, which is a complete combo, not just isolated B12. This is what works to keep the metabolism going so that you are burning food as energy, okay? If you are storing your food as energy, you're gonna be fat. Okay, and so taking this once or twice a week, and I like these supplements because they're droppers, and so with the droppers in the liquid form, this is the ones that I prefer, and that's why you're gonna see a lot of drops on my site. It's because you absorb them a lot faster, okay? Now this one is strong and it's potent now. I'm not potent. So be careful with it. But you only need it twice a week, okay? And so this, along with the Activate proprietary blend of diet drops, which is Nature's Own, I like to say, Ozempic, okay? And so if you have problems with fasting and, appetite suppression and things like that, these are some popular ass drops. Been using them for years. So what I do is in the morning is I'll put these in water. Maybe I'll just put it in my tongue. Make sure I drink like 2 glasses of water back to back. My appetite is suppressed all day. I didn't have my first meal today until the show started, actually. I just had like a piece of broccoli because I'm on my diet drops right now, okay? And so all you need to do is just drop these in some water or drop it under your tongue if you don't like the taste. And I guarantee you can look at the reviews on shoptkdeals.com. These are actual winos. These are not fake reviews at all. You will see them because some of them will be cussing us out as well too. And so this will help you to suppress your cravings and things like that so that you can allow your body to fast and burn fat as fuel, okay? Along with the Super B. All right, so use the coupon code TK10 to get 10% off your first order for all of these supplements. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. We're going to head over to shoptkdeals.com. We're going to head over there too. But we're about to head over to TashaKLive.com. Give us until 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 5, Jasmine, that's cool? Yeah. Okay, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be live on TashaKLive.com with our exclusive on Matthew Knowles' baby mama out here running down on women over somebody sleeping with her man. I said, might have them tables turned, okay? Listen, I love you guys. We're headed out. I hope you enjoyed the show. And don't forget, guys, to go to tkcast.com if you are interested in joining my morning show team. You do have to submit a demo, as well as the night show podcast. You do have that we'll reveal at a later date, okay? And so, but yeah, we want serious people. It is an hourly position, okay, which means you'll get paid for the hours that you work. And yeah, you'll just be support to me and the other celebrity that'll be running the night show, okay? And so, with that being said, thank you for all your support. I love y'all. Shout out to Teddy. I hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see y'all ass tomorrow night for Shoot Your Shot, okay? Go to tkcast.com if you want a chance to shoot your shot. It is first come, first serve, and so I'll see y'all here tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with Sean Davy Way and Derek King for some unstoppable motherfucking laughs, because the show is funny as hell, all right? I love y'all. Now I gotta go. Bye. Do you like me? Yes or no? This show is 3 beautiful women that are waiting to be chosen by their mystery man.
We ain't seen his ass yet, but how he sounding?
We like it.
Some of these interactions get interesting and real messy.
What's going on? How you doing?
Tasha K, I'm kind of nervous because his voice sounds too familiar.
Oh. I even intervened and asked my questions to extract my wine my way.
Do you have a high body count?
But do I date a lot of women and
A lot of women.
Nah, but I mean, listen.
Do you like me? Yes or no? Coming soon to Unwind with Tasha K.
Tasha K presents Do You Like Me? The ultimate dating experience is here. Premiering Tuesday, September 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Subscribe now to watch the show.
Let's talk about student loan discharges in bankruptcy. Most people will tell you it's impossible. Even bankruptcy attorneys will tell you that. But guess what? We just got 2 discharged a few weeks ago, and we're going to get a lot more. So if you're struggling with your student loans, you may be able to discharge those through bankruptcy. So you should just give me a call and let's figure it out.
So, you are